Good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom to start your day, give you some things to think about and feel about. And I'm at the beginning of day 2 for the Tony Robbins Life Mastery, which is a 5-day program. Very interesting day yesterday. Learned a lot, enjoyed some of the recipes they have us eating during the course of this 5-day process, and it's really all about wellness and health. So I'm enjoying what I'm learning. Good morning, Abigail. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And today's card fits in with some of the things that we talked about. We're all risen and shining. Yes, yes. You have to let us know how your speech went. I want to hear that. Thank you, Abigail, for the sunshines and the heart. So, good morning, Cindy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody's starting to pop in. That is good. So, morning, Beth. Hello, hello. We have a card today from the Wild Harmonic deck, and it's a very resonant card with some of the things we were talking about yesterday. Good morning, Angie. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're all here. We're supposed to get a little rain today, I think. Good morning, Mel. So yesterday was a beautiful day here. Not that I saw much, because what time did we start? I want to say 8:30. Is that right? Good morning, Pam. Glad you're here. We started at 8:30, and I think we finished up at 9:30 last night. So we did have one longer break. I think it was close to an hour, but that's just the nature of this beast. Lots to learn, lots to experience, etc. But we were talking about divine masculine and divine feminine. Yay! And today's card reminds me of distinctly divine feminine. So we'll see what you think. But I want to show you again the cover of the deck, because I think that's just such a cool image. Everyone supporting each other, everyone helping each other. Something for us to continue to strive for. So a nice deep breath in. And out. Filling up your lungs in and out, allowing your shoulders to drop. Another breath in and out. And you can keep going with the breath. Since most often we don't do nice deep breaths, when we have the opportunity to remind ourselves to do it, let's go for it. So here's our card for today, and it actually, I'm going to use the word fluttered out of the deck. I was shuffling, and it just kind of went right down to the desktop, which makes sense given that it is a feather, and you can see the keyhole behind it. Good morning, Ruth Ann. Welcome. We've had this card before. I like this card. It's Earth of Air. Wisecraft. The name of the card is Wisecraft. Let me grab a drink here. Thank you for the heart and the sunshine, Ruth Ann. I appreciate it. One more nice deep breath. Opening our hearts, ready to receive. Earth of Air, Wisecraft. As the earth energies ascend into the interconnected intelligence, the art and craft of living wisdom is developed. Good morning, Holly. Welcome. The art and craft of living wisdom is developed. Doesn't that sound divine feminine? The meditation. Skillful means, passed on practices, studying, refining, and clarifying my intentions so they take me into realms beyond my present understandings. And I love that idea, because when we can even acknowledge that there are realms beyond our present understanding, we're far less likely to get locked into this is right and this is wrong, because we're acknowledging there's much more we don't know. There's much more we don't understand yet. There's more to be revealed. We're less likely to be dogmatic about, nope, this thing that I've learned in, I'm going to pick a year, 2019 is the way, the truth, and the light. I'm going to put all my eggs in that basket. Oftentimes, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, we're like, well, that was a quaint idea. because new information has come to the fore. Good morning, Mary. And us being open and receptive helps new energy come our way. This card reminds me that what is irrational to one is wise to another. What is irrational to one is wise to another. And remember our Einstein quote about our mind being the faithful servant of our heart, soul, spirit, intuition. Those who rely on the intuition and the movement of things in nature, indigenous people for one, if you look at that, yes, exactly. Look back and go, I used to believe that? Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially the things we soaked up as kids because we didn't have the discernment that we do now, right? So, but there will be people, if someone, say, watches the movements of the clouds for information, people who are very logic-oriented might say, well, that's nuts. That is crazy. Exactly. Yes. Don't anchor yourself in something that is probably going to be shifting sand. Go with what is at the moment. Operate on what feels right to your heart and soul. Know that things may adjust and tweak as you go. Nature of the beast. And again, those people who have very fixed mindsets struggle with that and struggle with the art and craft of living, because they don't have that flexibility. They choose not to exercise it. I was more fixed earlier on. Now I'm kind of in the place of, after 6 decades of floating around this earth plane, I can see that locking onto anything really doesn't serve us. Let's see. This card reminds me that what is irrational to one is wise to another. It encourages me to seek both the ever subtler and to temper myself against becoming too trapped in any revelation. There are many doors to open. Having opened quite a few, it becomes evident that the order I open them in determines where they can lead. With this in mind, I set to discerning the natural progressions of earth and sky, the ways that reveal and nurture well-being. Good morning, Gwen. Good morning, good morning. Here's our card for today, in case you didn't get a look at it. Note the keyhole behind. And then the inquiry question. And Cindy, if you could put this in the feed, I'd appreciate it. What practices can I embody that will bring me and those close to me well-being? Good morning, Jo Bell. Glad you are here. What practices can I embody that will bring me and those close to me well-being? And the word I want to highlight in that sentence is embody. Embody. Bring it into your body. So not just, and we talked about that yesterday on the, thank you, Cindy, I appreciate it, on the training, that it's one thing to intellectualize about something. It's another thing to put it into practice. It's another thing to put it into practice. So ask yourself, what are my practices that embody this? What are my practices that embody this? This wise craft. Some people utilize physical activity. Some people utilize time in nature. Some people utilize taking courses and then trying whatever it is that they've taken the course on, yoga or breath work or whatever it is. What do you do? What do you do to embody these practices? And is it part of I'm going to call it a routine? Because oftentimes when we first start practicing something, we don't get the same results that we get once we've got it highly practiced up. Even think about the breathing. How long have you been watching my videos and having me exhort you to breathe, right? And when you first started doing it, it was like, why is she having us do this? What's the big hairy deal? Now, when I say, let's take some nice deep breaths, your body already starts to respond. Because it knows the gig. It practiced it. It knows what to do now. And you get more benefit from it. So what practices can I embody that will bring me and those close to me well-being? I know for myself, just having done this different kind of eating. We're not fasting, we're actually eating a lot, in fact, but it's mostly fruits and vegetables. That I could see myself doing this a weekend a month. I think a 2-day round of this would be a nice little cleanse that would get things moving. I can tell that my thoughts are clearer when I do a dairy, which I don't do much because my gut is not happy about it. But when I do dairy, my thinking gets cloudy. So I'm aware of that, and I make choices accordingly. So my friend Diane asked, does this mean you're not going to go out to eat with me anymore? And I'm like, no, not at all. We're going to go. We're going to have fun. Choices I make, I will make choices, and then there's sometimes that I'm going to need to modify a few things. So yeah, maybe I'm not going to do the heavy fettuccine alfredo with, whatever. But yeah, eating plant-based, going to exercise classes. Yes, 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 yes. And the plant-based stuff, the more of your own stuff you can raise, the better, because then you know what's in your soil. There's so much depletion that has happened to our soils. And when it's our little plot of land, we can augment the soil ourselves, figure out what does Mother Earth need here in order to produce the things that I need. How do we create this reciprocal relationship with our divine Mother Earth? So that is our card for today. I love this. Wisecraft. So throw questions in the feed. Do what Gwen did and put in there some of the things that you're doing to embody this in your life. But have an awesome Friday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, yes, I'm sure, absolutely. Thank you for posting that. Because if Gwen can do this, we can do this. Does it mean we have to do it all the time? No. Does it mean we can bump it up a little bit and see what happens? Yes. Does it mean we can take a day or two and maybe leave out the animal products? Yes. Pay attention. Notice. Be willing to try some things. Listen to your body. What is your body calling for? That was one of the things they asked us to think about. Not what do I want, but what does my body need? It's kind of like with your car. You ask, what does my car need in order to run efficiently? Tune-ups, gasoline, blah, 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 blah. Or plugging in, depending. Some of you may already have electric cars. Listening to what does it really need, not just what do I want. So go forth. Have an awesome Friday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.